make sure the YouTube stream is live. Okay. We're gonna get started here.
No more heroes, it's hero begin. You can't tell nobody but yourself. Nothing less to do.
Travis, it's kill or be killed.
All right. Let me adjust this slightly. Appreciate you guys waiting through that starting soon screen. Nia, once again, sorry to hear that you're not doing so well today. Hope you feel better. Today, we're just going to be discussing some more gaming news. Playing Dying Light the Beast, because Dying Light the Beast came out. And so far, people have been saying that, well, the greatest compliment I've seen people giving this game is the same thing they're saying about Borderlands 4. It's not Borderlands 3, and the biggest compliment Dying Light the Beast has been getting is that it's not Dying Light 2. Take that how you will, but for both games, I respectively been saying 8s, 9s, some 10s, but I think for Borderlands 4, it hasn't gone lower than like an 8, maybe an 8.5. For Dying Light the Beast, I think the lowest I've seen is IGN give it a 7. But of course, it's always the trickiest part about art, is always think rating art on an arbitrary scale is maybe not the best thing for it, because art is very subjective. One person may really enjoy a game and really like it. Other people might think that same game is complete dog. So it really just depends on who you're asking, but a lot of people who seem to have been loyal fans, people who were super excited to play a Dying Light after 1, seem to really like this one. So I'm looking forward to it, really excited about it. Same thing with Borderlands 4. I've played a bit of Borderlands 4, and I'll confidently say it is better than 3. Story is actually palatable. The dialogue is a lot better. And the atmosphere being a little more serious and down to earth, I'm all for. It really is a nice change of pace for once. But there's so many games coming out, right? Well, we got Sonic Racing Crossroads, which is what, coming out today? If not in the next week. Let me actually get the release date right. I might be catfishing everybody inadvertently. Let me make sure I got the right date so I don't give anybody false hope. I'm so sorry if I did. September 25th. Yeah, oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, it comes out the 25th. Good reviews about that game as well. Ghost of Yotei coming out in October, as well as Battlefield 6 and some other games. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines too. Just so many different releases, man. So many different releases, so many different games to play. Honestly, I don't think anybody can say gaming is dead. Your favorite franchise may not be getting revived, but it's a lot of great things coming out this year. It's a really hard year. It's going to be a really tough year. I've still been playing through Split Fiction. I haven't even fully beat that yet. That's been really fun. But yeah, not to keep you guys too preoccupied with other things. Nintendo's apparently added again. This is what I wanted to talk about. This is the go live notification if you're on the Twitch side of things. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. Which is crazy to see that Nintendo just can't seem to stop the bad press. A lot like Randy Pitchford, who can't seem to stop tweeting about Borderlands 4. But apparently Nintendo has gotten even more obnoxious about their patent law by taking a mods aren't real game stance against Dark Souls 3 mod that can invalidate its Power World lawsuit. Let me just type this in real quick. Add that before I forget. But let's go on to read and find out more about this situation. It's just crazy, man. But last year, Nintendo initiated a patent lawsuit, for those who don't know, against Power World developer Pocket Pair. And in the months since, Pokemon publisher has seemingly decided to double down on mustache twirling IP law villainy. This is insane, by the way. And they've been doing this at every opportunity given. The latest development in Pocket Pair proceedings might be Nintendo's worst look yet, because the company has reportedly decided that modders' ideas do not count. Crazy thing to see, right? And crazy thing to say. But thanks to the efforts of a Tokyo contributor who was able to review the case file for the ongoing Pocket Pair lawsuit, video game patent law site Games Fray, which are the ones who broke last week's Nintendo patent story, they have reported that Part of Pocket Pair's defense against Nintendo's lawsuit aims to invalidate Nintendo's patent claims based on the existence of prior art and mods. But as IP attorney Kirk Sigmund told PC Gamer last September, demonstrable prior art, meaning pre-existing work resembling the invention described in the patent's claims, is bad news for the patent holders because it means they shouldn't have been granted the patent in the first place. Sigmund said that the courts in Japan have a strong history of siding with patent lawsuit defendants who could present examples of prior art, i.e. the Dark Souls 3 mod, which would be happening in reference to exact patent and mechanics that are patented, or that Nintendo is trying to patent, I should say, because I don't know if this is fully even passed yet. They've been trying to drop so many patents on their heads. But by presenting mods like Pocket Souls for Dark Souls 3, which allowed the player to capture enemies in a method resembling Nintendo's JP 2023-092953 patent, the Pocket Pair is hoping to demonstrate that Nintendo was granted a patent on ideas that had already been deployed in game design. If it's successful, it could render Nintendo's patent invalid. But according to GameSpray, Nintendo has argued in 2 separate pleadings that mods simply don't qualify as prior art because they aren't real games, which is a crazy thing to say. A lot of great quality of life Nintendo features came from mods, especially if you're going into like the Smash Bros scene when it came to like Better Online through the Slippy mod, Project M, and just other mods that people have been developing, not only for them but for Pokemon, and just so many different things that have been community ran that Nintendo seems to keep stomping on and not really care for. It's kind of a crazy thing to say when most of your community is grassroots. Loyal fans, but grassroots nonetheless. But to evaluate this, let's consider the conditions for patentability. In Japanese, patent law is translated by Japan's Ministry of Justice. But a person that invents an invention with industrial applicability may obtain a patent for that invention unless the invention is as follows. An invention that is public knowledge within Japan or in a foreign country prior to the filing of the patent application, hence the mods. An invention that is publicly known to be worked within Japan or in a foreign country prior to the filing of the patent application, or an invention that is described in a distributed publication or made available for public use over telecommunication lines within Japan or in a foreign country prior to the filing of the patent application. And a person may not obtain a patent if prior to the filing of the patent application, a person of ordinary skill in the art of the invention would have easily been able to make that invention based on an invention prescribed in one of the items of the preceding paragraph, notwithstanding the preceding paragraph. So this is why they're citing, once again, the mod, the Dark Souls 3 mod. But now, I'm not an expert, but I don't see anything in there that says Nintendo gets a pass if it doesn't think creators of a prior art deserve to have ideas. It's an argument that doesn't just insult the creativity of modders, it imperils them. If Nintendo's rationale was accepted by the Tokyo District Court, it could create a world in which a developer of a real game might patent gameplay mechanics inspired by a mod and then hit that mod's creator with a cease and desist for infringing on their own ideas. This is very dangerous. But Nintendo has already demonstrated that it's perfectly happy to hammer modders with legal action, having previously issued DMCA notices that drove Gary's mod to remove Nintendo-related items from the Steam Workshop and forced Breath of the Wild multiplayer modders to shut down development. You hate to see stuff like this, man, because this is something that would have just improved the game and got more sales with them. But Nintendo being Nintendo, I guess. But in a just world, which considered Nintendo's legal overview, I hope I pronounced that right, we probably shouldn't take as a given it's a ploy that wouldn't stand. We'll have to wait and see. Let me Google this real quick, y'all. We're never too old to learn, right? Ever. Works of a painter, composer, or author regarded collectively. Work of art, music, or literature. Ever? Evra. Evra. Okay. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But most people have been taking stances saying they don't rock with Nintendo, they don't rock with the Switch 2. But the Switch 2 is still selling really well, which it achieves an impressive new sales milestone. Remember when people were saying, drop the price, I'm not buying a Switch 2, I'm not spending money on this, the games are too expensive, the console's too expensive. And what do you know? This console is still selling really, really well. But it's just such a sad thing. I have to make sure I don't say anything too much about Nintendo because you know they like to sue. I wouldn't be surprised if they started suing people who cover their news for like defamation lawsuits and things of that nature. Let me knock on wood before they end up serving me at my door. But then the Switch 2 has set an impressive new sales record, moving over 2 million units in Japan. The newest sales chart indicates that Nintendo Switch 2 is continuing to surpass other consoles in terms of current sales. But the Nintendo Switch 2 has been off to a stellar start, even outpacing the original Switch's sales, with more major hitters arriving for the Switch 2 in the future like Metroid Prime 4, Beyond, Pokemon Legends ZA, and Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. There's a good chance that these numbers will continue to rise. However, the system has already achieved a new feat, which according to Famitsu, the Switch 2 is still leading hardware sales in Japan and has just surpassed 2 million total sales in the country. While this was relatively minor compared to the 6 million units the Switch 2 has sold overall worldwide, the fact that Japan has already achieved a third of that figure on its own is quite impressive. Interestingly, the Switch 2 met the same milestone in the US less than a month prior, in late August 2025. And now the system is currently outpacing other consoles, including the original Switch, with the Switch 2 selling about 44,000 units in a single week in Japan, while the Switch OLED and PlayStation 5 base system moved around 10,000 each. But that's not the only way that the Switch 2 has managed to outperform its competitors. When compared to the console sales solely in Japan, the Switch 2 has now doubled the sales of the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition and has sold 8 times as many systems as the PlayStation 5 Pro, which, I mean, that's not really a surprise. The PS5 Pro was mainly only for gaming enthusiasts at that, if you could even afford the price. And not only that, we've been seeing some performance issues coming in where some games are performing worse on the PlayStation 5 Pro than the base PS5. But the Switch 2 would need to sell nearly 4 million more consoles in Japan to compete with the base PlayStation 5's total sales thus far, though it's still clear that Sony still has a strong foothold in the two systems' home country. Given the current trajectory of the Switch 2, however, that figure could end up being surpassed at some point. At this time, though, it remains to be seen if the Switch 2 can repeat the longevity of the original Switch and the constant influx in new console sales. A stream of solid game releases set for 2025 and 2026 will help to keep these numbers growing, and Nintendo has even reportedly been struggling to meet the Switch 2 demand in Japan. So it's likely that a number of gamers would have pushed these figures even further if there had been enough units for them to buy the system. The unfulfilled demand will also likely help keep the Switch 2's numbers surging in the months and years to come. So that's going to mainly wrap up our Nintendo news, but we still do have some people going through legal battles, as if you guys remember, the publisher behind Subnautica 2 is into it with the developers of the game. Krafton is currently going at it with the founders behind the studio working on Subnautica 2, who were let go, both fired, because they believe they were holding up the development of Subnautica 2. And of course, the developers behind Subnautica 2 were claiming that Krafton did this so they wouldn't have to pay him out their bonuses. Just a really ugly situation. Very hard to tell who's in the right here, who's in the wrong. Very hard to see how the case is going to be going. And it just got even more confusing as Krafton completely did a massive U-turn, confusing both the ousted founders' lawyer and the judge. But one of its key claims was that the founders were terminated because they wanted to release Subnautica 2 before it was ready. They were saying they didn't put enough effort into the game or were too busy working on other projects. It's just been a really massive headache for everybody involved in this legal battle. And it seems they've even gotten more migraine inducing with everything going on currently. But they dropped that claim saying that they were terminated because they were going to try and release Subnautica 2 before it's been ready. They just completely changed their mind on that. But it wasn't all that long ago we were anticipating an imminent arrival of Subnautica 2. The sequel to the superb underwater survival game has yet to appear, though. And the founders of Unknown Worlds have been ousted by owner Krafton. Well, yeah, we literally just talked about that. Let me see here. Here we go. The lawsuit is now in the discovery phase, so Fortis Advisors, which represents the ousted founders, sought discovery to see if Krafton held evidence to back up its claims. But despite its obvious relevance, Krafton feigned astonishment during the parties' meet and confers at how it could possibly be part of Phase 1. But essentially, Krafton said that the documents relating to the readiness of the game were irrelevant to the termination, which is what this phase of discovery is focused on, despite that being the reason cited in the termination notices, which was also repeated publicly and in court. The termination notices that the founders gave one reason for their termination, and that was supposed to be the lack of readiness of Subnautica 2 for release. And Krafton reiterated that basis for its actions repeatedly. Before this called it a seismic shift in the case and a little bit bewildering, because this is also echoed by the judge, Lori W. Will, when the parties met for a ruling on a filed motion saying, well, that's something we'll definitely need to get to the bottom of today because that is precisely what was cited as the reason in the answer. Krafton's representative were not clear about why this argument has been taken off the table, only that it has been and that it's no longer why they're saying the founders were terminated. Which this is just really weird. But instead, Crafton is focusing on the argument that the founders abandoned their posts and deceived their employer, causing even more confusion in the accusation that the founders downloaded files and kept the devices with confidential information on them. This only came to light after the termination, so its relevance has been questioned. Crafton's position is that this justified their termination after the fact and have filed a motion to forensically inspect the founders' devices. The founders, meanwhile, contend that they had a right to choose documents and devices and that the motion is too invasive. And to the latter point, the judge agreed. So it's just so weird, like seeing this all happen and seeing a company like drop its claims like this, right? Let me see if there's any more here. Yeah, Fortis also alleged that Crafton hasn't been playing ball, pushing back against some of its requests for discovery and refusing to confer. It claimed it needs emails and documents that relate to the earnout. But Crafton is only willing to provide the data from 2 people high up in the company rather than employees who were on the ground. But another point of contention is what documents Crafton is willing to provide, specifically only where the word earnout intersects with the word termination. That's very narrow, the judge replied, and it sounds like a really terrible email for someone to write, and it's hard for me to imagine that they'd be that blunt about it. But Crafton has also argued that the plaintiff requested too many custodians, people who possess relevant data, and that would take too long. The judge agreed that the number is too high, but that the 2 parties would need to confer, something that Crafton had previously declined to do after it changed his argument, and the judge went on to say that that's very frustrating. But the discussion of the motions ended with both parties agreeing to confer at least, and confirmation that the game readiness was not the reason why the founders were terminated. So this is just very weird because the whole reason they came out and said these 2 were fired and that the game was delayed, and the whole reason this whole lawsuit happened is because they said they were trying to release the game before it was too ready, weren't actively working on the game, and the fact that they said they were working on other projects instead of working on the game that they were supposed to be actively developing. So now they're coming out and saying that wasn't the case, why they let them go and why this whole legal battle is taking place in the first place. So apparently the whole thing remains rather messy, and it continues to be unclear why Crafton has made a U-turn when it was so adamant before that the state of Subnautica 2 was one of the reasons the founders were fired, which only happened after the discovery was sought. What does seem clear though is that this likely won't be resolved anytime soon. Yeah, I don't even know if this game is going to see the light of day, unfortunately. You always hate to see when games are embroiled on legal battles and it causes the games to either be destroyed or never to see the light of day. Like, if anybody remembers that old game 2 Human, that was another game that was destroyed by a legal battle. Friday the 13th was taken down because of a copyright issue. This game may never see the light of day because of a legal battle. Power World almost having its resources drained, I would say, and as much development time being not actively being put into the game because they're going through a legal battle. Just very, I guess exhausting would be the word, to constantly see this stuff happen so much and so often. But in some better news, we have a rumor that Fortnite will be adding proximity chat to this game in a new season this week, apparently. According to a new claim, Fortnite is planning to release proximity chat for Battle Royale, well, today, if this is to be believed. The first time we heard about Fortnite Battle Royale getting proximity chat was last month when data miners found some separate creative proximity chat files that could be incorporated into Battle Royale. Now, new details about how this feature will work in Fortnite have been revealed. Apparently, this will allow players to join and leave squads mid-match. And this is the latest about Fortnite proximity chat shadow drop. Comes from reliable HypeX on Twitter, who received their information via Spush FNBR. So take this all with a grain of salt. But the tweet states that proximity chat is arriving this week, today, and moreover, it appears that it will have its own settings where players will engage in zero-build battles and inter-player lobbies on a Battle Royale map. The leaker added that players will have the option to join/leave squads in the middle of matches, and I'm interested to see how that will be executed. Lastly, players must set voice chat to everyone in the queue for proximity chat matches in Fortnite, and a follow-up tweet HypeX has stated that this mode will most likely be temporary and will return if the reception is good enough. Yeah, that sounds about right. If this is something they want to try out, see how well it works, see how toxic people can get and how much they might need to enforce this with the community, how people like it, to see if it's something they might stay. Because I know most people play Fortnite most of the time, if at all, are not running with randoms and mainly play in Discord. So maybe this will help tap into more of that social aspect and get more people willing to play with randoms if there's proximity chat. But of course, you know, it's a double-edged sword. Give more people more ways to communicate, more people have more ways to be toxic. And since there's a lot of kids on the game, I don't know, man. I don't know. But proximity could be a game changer for Fortnite, as players have yet to experience such a feature in their Battle Royale mode. And I'm very excited to see what kind of chaos it unfolds. For those who haven't heard about proximity chat, is a feature that allows players to hear other players in the lobby depending on their closeness to them. But in other words, well, in other news, Fortnite is receiving an exact amount V-Bucks purchases next month. Additionally, a collaboration with iShowSpeed was accidentally leaked by Constant. I'm not really too worried about that. But yeah, so proximity chat might be coming to Fortnite today. Hope you guys are excited about that. I know quite a few people who play Fortnite still actively to this day. So if this is something that gets added, I hope they're excited about it. Me, I'm kind of indifferent on it. You know, I really don't play Fortnite as much, but I still have a good time when I do every once in a while. Ew, Daisy. Now, what's up, Daisy? Oh, man. Hating on Fortnite is crazy. But I hope you're doing well. Welcome into the stream. Appreciate you stopping by. We're just going over some gaming news, some things that have been going on. But our next article of the day, gotta be. It's important to be well informed about the things you're passionate about the things you care about, right? Gotta be. Little newscaster voice is crazy. Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. Every time a company drops a $70 or $80 game and they're like, this thing is going to be the next big AAA game. This is what the fans have been waiting for. We've been working on this game for like 5+ years, dropping it full price, day one patch, day one DLC. I'm like, I'm not really interested in this. And then you find out behind the lines that they cut out more than half the game and decide to sell it back to you. It's gotta be. Like, for example, the consequences of being uninformed in this day and age, especially around gaming, is crazy. I ran into somebody yesterday who bought a free game. Because I don't know if you've heard of Skate or have played Skate, but yeah, that they did a new sequel after people waiting like 15 years for a new version. And it's a free-to-play game. It's an early access published by EA. But if you type in Skate in your store on certain storefronts in terms of consoles, I don't know if it happens on Steam, the first thing that comes up is paid DLC that you can buy to play in the free-to-play game. And you know what they say about us and not reading. Some people would say the best way to hide things from a black man is in between the pages of a book, unfortunately. And sadly to say, some people are proven to be true with the stereotype because this man did not read. And he ended up spending money on a free-to-play game. I think it was like $70. It's crazy, man. Crazy, man. But speaking of games, being well informed, passion, yeah, it is an unfortunate situation. We got Cyberpunk 2 here, and apparently Cyberpunk 2 could feature new online multiplayer as per a new job listing. Let's go on to find out more about this. Granted, this is a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt. May be true, may not. But online multiplayer for the Cyberpunk franchise has been a long lost dream for the franchise, and there were earlier reports that this feature could be added to the game at a later date, but it was scrapped later. And unfortunately, a report from last year said unfortunately, I should say, a report from last year said the developers were considering online multiplayer for Cyberpunk 2, and a new job listing suggests that this dream might finally be coming true, because they're hiring someone apparently to develop and optimize multiplayer systems. But this is spotted by The Gamer. CD Projekt Red posted several job listings yesterday, and if you dive into the finer details, you'll find that the developers are working on developing online multiplayer for Cyberpunk 2. They're currently looking to add a lead network engineer on the team who will be integral in designing and implementing the network architecture and online system. And more details about online multiplayer were stated in the daily responsibilities category. So, lead producer for Project Sirius, lead producer for Cyberpunk 2, lead technical producer, AI engineer, technical animator.
Have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Oh, Lord. What's up, Rayvon? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you popping in, bro. We're just telling Daisy here about somebody spending money on a free-to-play game, Skate, already. And also possible multiplayer for Cyberpunk 2 due to these job listings. That's why it's important to stay informed, man. But the lead network engineer is responsible for designing, implementing, and maintaining scalable and efficient network architectures for online features. They apparently need to create low latency, high performance online experiences, obviously, because that's what feels good when you play an online game. Lastly, they need to lead a team in developing and optimizing multiplayer systems, including matchmaking and addressing challenges related to the latency, bandwidth usage, and the server performance. You know, it is kind of funny. That is something I noticed. I do a little bit of a different voice when reading these articles, but I think you got to, right? If I were just to sit here and like read them all boring, you know, I hate to say it, but you know, half these niggas wouldn't pay attention. But you know, I love everybody who just takes a moment out their day to tune in, hang out, and you know, stop by and say something, or even if it's just lurking in the background, come away a little more well informed. I appreciate it either way. I don't want to sound ungrateful or like I don't appreciate everybody who comes through. But apparently these details suggest that online multiplayer for Cyberpunk 2 is all but confirmed, and all we need is an official announcement. But in other news, Keanu Reeves absolutely wants to be a part of Cyberpunk 2, and additionally a new update brings updates to the auto drive and photo mode. And what are your thoughts on Cyberpunk? Oh yeah, they're just asking us for our thoughts. I think this would be really cool. Like imagine you and somebody else are going through in the streets of Cyberpunk. Because the world is nice, the dialogue was cool, and unfortunately with the game being rushed, I think we were truly robbed about on the game that could have been. Granted, it's a lot closer to what it should have been upon release now, but imagine if we got everything that Cyberpunk is now upon release when it dropped. It's like similar to No Man's Sky, where No Man's Sky slowly but surely is becoming the game they promised to us, and the fact that they've added so much for free, like both games keep updating the games and adding more and more free content to the game. Like, when did this game drop? Let me find the release date. Oh man, I can't type, I can't speak, I'm all bad today. Yeah, this game came out 5 years ago and they're still dropping updates to this day. Like, I'm someone who enjoyed the game even through all the bugs and glitches because I could tell the foundation was nice. The game was just broken. But I really enjoyed what I played, even through all the bugs, through all the glitches, through all the content that wasn't there. I still had fun with the game. And I think that's the misconception some people get about other games as well, that certain games being broken will just be fixed later, when it's not something we should be accepting as a community, as a consumer. It's essentially our duty to not buy stuff when it's broken upon release, because if we do that, other developers are going to see that and be like, oh, okay, we can do that too. Like, the reason why developers are mad at Baldur's Gate 3, Hollow Knight, indie games like those that are doing really well, or games that are made from like different studios that have that level of care and detail in them, is because it raises our expectations. Like, there's one of the developers, I think, who was working on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, who were like, yeah, don't expect the same level of quality you got from Hollow Knight and Baldur's Gate 3. I said, what? Why the not? Like, as someone who's working on a product, especially in something as fickle as the gaming space and as unstable as the gaming industry, any type of press, marketing, or any type of eyeballs you can get in a game matters that much more in this day and age, especially when the cost of everything is rising, when people have less free time now more than ever, and the resources we have are nowhere near what we had like 20, 30 years ago. Why would you give your game negative press or go on to show people that you're not confident in the product you either made or you're helping sell? If you guys remember what happened with Splitgate 2, that game had some of the worst press because when they came on stage, their CEO was wearing a hat that said, make FPS great again, and proceeded to talk all his competition instead of telling everybody how good the game was and what features they could be expecting about the game. And guess what happened to that game now? It's unreleased. They had to put it back in a beta to work on it again. I don't even know if it's still around. I have to actually like go and check. But it essentially had to pull a multiverses. Randy Pitchford, Borderlands 4, as fun as the game is when it works, he's been some of the worst PR around the game, I'm sad to say. Like, somebody needs to take that man's phone away. We need to make a rule. We need to make a rule. Hold on, where is it? I'm making a public PSA. If you are a developer, a PR manager, or someone who has to interact with the denizens on Twitter and advocate for your game, put the phones down. Do not tweet. Do not feed the trolls. Do not talk about anything except how good your game is, or if it's broken, talk about how you're gonna fix it. Do not go on Twitter and argue with the masses and argue with your fans. You'll never win. We need to put that in like the clause of every CEO's contract, every game developer's contract. It's so bad because it keeps happening. But we got a few more articles for you guys today before we actually get into playing Dying Light the Beast. Apparently EA has confirmed that Battlefield 6 won't have console-only crossplay after all, which I know some people are not going to be happy about that. But it was said that turning crossplay off on console would still match PlayStation and Xbox together in Battlefield 6, but now EA has clarified that isn't the case. While crossplay was a huge step forward for gaming, giving players more choice on which platform they choose while also being able to play with their friends, it led to some issues apparently. Some console players feel that those on PC have an unfair advantage thanks to mouse and keyboard and higher frame rates, and cheating still arguably is the biggest issue. But it's apparently much easier to cheat in games on PC, so console players want the option to only play against those on other consoles to almost eliminate the chances of coming up against a cheater. Keep in mind they said almost eliminate the chances to come up against a cheater because I think a lot of people forget you can still cheat on consoles. Granted, it's different and it's a little harder, but you can still cheat on consoles. People using mouse and keyboard on consoles is still fairly common amongst other things, but there's no console only crossplay in Battlefield 6. And when a console player turns crossplay on, the matchmaking will prioritize matching them with other console players, but players from all platforms will be in a matchmaking pool, so you might still get some PC players. If you're on PC, you won't have the option to disable crossplay at all. Wonder why. That's kind of interesting. But if you disable crossplay on console, you'll only be matched with players on your platform. So if you're on Xbox, only if on Xbox, PlayStation, only if on PlayStation. You won't also be able to party up or join with players from other platforms. But this is different from what was said in the interview with IGN on September 12th. Ripple Effects Matthew Nickerson said console-only crossplay happens if you turn it off. When you flip that switch, then you get basically console-only crossplay, and that is if we don't fill it with PC players. He confirmed that PlayStation players can play with Xbox players if crossplay is off, but we now know this isn't the case. So it sounds like he either commented too early or was misinformed. But essentially this means that if you want to play crossplay, there's always a chance you'll get a PC player in your lobby, and therefore increase the chance of encountering a cheater. In the same IGN interview, the developer said they'll never win against cheaters, but they're being extremely aggressive against them. Oh yeah, I know we talked about proximity chat being added earlier to Fortnite, and it seems like Repo is another game adding not proximity chat because it already has proximity chat, but a way to interact with your friends after you die. I know a lot of people complaining about this, saying that they had to stay quiet and they didn't really have much to do after you die. Because in games like Lethal Company, Repo, or Peak, well, Peak is a different game, I would say. You're kind of stuck just there, sitting there watching your friends. At Peak, your ghost could talk to your friends, but everywhere else, like Lethal Company, Repo, other games like it, Pilgrim, I think you're just stuck spectating without being able to say anything. So your friends might not even be aware that you died, which is part of the fun, part of the horror, but some people may get bored. Now Repo is seeking to, what's the word for it? Kind of fix that issue. Because apparently you can finally scream at your friends once you've died in Repo, thanks to one of the most requested features being added in the new update. One last hurrah before you meet your demise, apparently. But Repo's Monster update is already promising a significant amount of new content for the co-op horror game when it launches October 30th, so pretty much on Halloween. But one of the most exciting features doesn't have anything to do with the new beast. As shared in the newest video uploaded on the Semi-Work YouTube channel, you'll now be able to speak through your head even though it's been flung off your body. That's kind of morbid. So I guess it does now have something to do with the monsters in the game, though I swear I've still lost my head because my friends voted any of the creatures roaming around. This means you'll never be left behind again, since you can hoot and holler until your friends find you, unless they're just ignoring you on purpose, that is. But you can't scream into the void forever. Semi-bots can only come back to life for a brief moment thanks to a spare battery stashed away in their heads. And you need to charge this battery for a brief moment before you can press E to come back to life and speak to your friends. Now, the audio is nowhere near as clear as it usually is in-game either, which is worth keeping in mind if you're calling out to your pals from another room. Instead, it'll sound as if you're speaking through your incredibly crackly robotic voice filter, just like that one friend that always joins with a terrible mic. You apparently also sprout two little legs to help you move a tiny bit when you activate this mode, but the battery drains really quickly. And judging from the video, you'll need to act quick. Instead of being able to wander around, you can only jump. But whether that's a desperate attempt to get your friend to see you or leave a faith back into the van at the end of the run, this battery will drain even faster. This feature also means you can become a distraction to save your friends from any monster encounters. Though if you're like my friends or some other people's, you'll probably be using that to lower the monster and make sure they see your friends so they can join you in the grave together. But especially monsters that are reactive to sound, like the Huntsman or even the Headman and Trudge. Making enough noise by flinging your lifeless head across the room is bound to give your friends enough time to make a quick escape. Just don't assume they'll come back for you once your battery runs flat. So I thought that was interesting. Thought that was pretty cool. And I know I talked about split fiction earlier, but I wanted to like bring this up as well because I thought this was nice. It's nice to be able to talk about something cool happening in the gaming industry besides lawsuits, studios being shut down, people losing their jobs, and you know, the occasional release date or hype for a game coming out. Apparently, Hazelight Studios, the studio that's made It Takes Two, Split Fiction, games of that nature, A Way Out, and I remember correctly, just became the first video game to get a design award from Swedish royalty. Apparently, Joseph Ferris and Co. took home the excellent Swedish design award to throw on their giant pile of accolades. Hazelight Studios proved it could go the distance when It Takes Two sold an eye-watering 20 million copies and took home the Game Awards Game of the Year. And the follow-up Split Fiction is keeping the momentum strong. Not only did it sell 1 million copies in 2 days, it has also rapidly amassed glowing reviews and award nominations of its own. The latest of which was presented by the highest authority on video games. That's right, His Majesty Carl Philip, Duke of Varmland, I hope I said that right, and Prince of Sweden. We all know that the good Prince nails his GTA 5 from his Herzog's voice. I have no idea how it is pronounced, mind you, so I do apologize if I'm butchering any of this, but this makes it all the more galling that the excellent Swedish Design Award has never been given to a video game before now. I suppose I can blame that on the Svensk Forum or the Swedish Design Association, the nonprofit which doles out the award annually. Split Fiction is one of a dozen recipients alongside not video games like the TP7 field recorded by the Teenage Engineering and a furniture collection called the King's Hat. It isn't possible to apply for the award, but Sphinx Forum's inclusion of game designer Bobby A. Sand in a curation jury may have had something to do with the co-op platformer's nomination. But I don't mean to suggest Split Fiction doesn't deserve the award. Great games should be recognized as cultural achievements. And Josef Ferris' beaming smile next to the Swedish prince is a nice reminder that sometimes the games industry isn't all hellfire and torment. But Bully for Hazelight, Split Fiction is a rollicking good time. There's also a movie based on the game in development, but they're not yet convinced it's real. So that's cool. It's nice to see somebody winning in the game industry for once. Besides, you know, other games like, of course, Hollow Knight, Baldur's Gate 3 that's come out, this game, and a few others. But we got one last piece of gaming news for you guys. I don't know if you guys remember Jet Set Radio, Jet Set Radio Future, Jet Grind Radio, and its spiritual successor, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, or any of the games that kind of followed in that same vein, like Lethal League Blaze. Games are known for like having a really nice cel-shaded, eye-catching art style, funky beats, all mainly made by the same guy, Hideki Naganuma, who also happened to work a little bit on the Air Gear soundtrack, if anyone remembers that anime, under a different name by the name of Skank Funk. It's actually where we get the outro for the stream from. This is a new game they're releasing and it's coming out soon. Said Jet Set Radio Future? Yeah. This is apparently the new game coming from the same developers behind Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which is the spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio Future. One of my favorite games of all time. I think if I got my top 10 of all time, it would be Jet Set Radio Futures in there. It's just so unique. But before I keep glazing the game, let me actually show you guys the trailer for the new game they're working on. Let me switch this around so people who look at the VOD can actually hear it. I don't want people to be pissed that this has no audio, which would be understandable. Just look how eye-catching this is, man. You hear that beat drop? Almost brought a tear to my eye. This has more skating in it than the actual new skate game. But yeah, that's the trailer. That's like the teaser, I should say. Let me see if I can get if there's a release date in the description, because I believe they said this coming out. Oh, you can wishlist it on Steam right now. It's called Hyperfunk. We hitting all the avenues. We trying to, man. Just when that drop from the beat, the soundtrack, the art style already. Because again, these are the same people who really be working on the Jet Set Radio games. Well, I'm not gonna say they're the exact same people, but the guy who works on the soundtrack for those games, again, Hideki Naganuma, is responsible for the soundtracks of a lot of these other games as well. Like I said before, Lethal League Blaze, Bomber Cyberpunk, Jet Set Radio, and all the other Jet Set Radio games as well as Bomber Cyberpunk and Air Gear. I have to say that as well. Air Gear had a really nice soundtrack. If you want to watch another anime with a really good soundtrack, you know, you got Samurai Champloo, you got Air Gear, quite a few other ones as well. Of course, like Dandadan, because, you know, Creepy Nuts works on their soundtrack as well. Yeah, it's a new sequel. This one's called Hyperfunk. This one is straight up called Hyperfunk. Apparently, an extreme trick and graffiti game in which the higher your combo score, the faster you can boost, and it follows the story of a crew called Mach 10. And you'll compete with other crews in dynamic style wars or hang out online with friends. So this one straight up has multiplayer. You won't have to use a mod for this. This was straight up just multiplayer, which is nice. Which, if you guys don't know, Bomber Cyberpunk, the game does have multiplayer with a mod in the game. The community is very active in it. Let me see if I can find a mod, some of the video for it. Because people have been making like TikTok and Twitter videos. If I can find a clip, I'll show y'all real quick. Or just have it on YouTube, actually. Can't type. But there's a trailer for it, and this came out like 2 years ago.
Jake,
Where's Jake's at?
bro, you don't know what Jake's is?
These are all players. These are all players. This is how they announced it. Take my money now. It is just nice, man. VR chat in a mobile game. Daisy's a hater, y'all. Daisy is a hater, confirmed. What's up, zombie? But yeah, I would say like it makes sense that it gives you VR chat though, because this is a space to be social. Like not a lot of games would have you actually being able to interact with other people and just in a social space where you can spend time with them. Because if you want to just take it just slightly deep, we're running out of third spaces in the country that we reside in, right? Beforehand, you'd be able to go with your friends out to the mall. Maybe if you're a skateboarder, you went out to the skate park. Sometimes it's nice to take a walk. If not the mall, maybe you guys are out at the park or something, just doing something nice outside with your friends, like going out, like hanging out in person.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What's up, nightmares? But we're kind of running out of that as we're seeing the time goes on. Like it's being very hard for kids to just go out and be kids and people to just be able to go out and have a good time with their friends, especially with the current state of the country we're in. But games like this, I think, are important, and I think it's a big reason why MMOs last as long as they do, because they give you somewhere to hang out with your friends or people that you know. It gives you something to engage in, a space to be a part of, a group to be hanging out with that we just don't get a lot of nowadays.
J.Deep says, boy, I tell ya, it's always a good time when I can see you, my handsome fucker. I'd survive all the apocalypses so long as you're by my side. If you don't make it, then I don't make it. Speaking of lips, I got a pack of lips ready to neutralize every neuron that makes the god-tier body of yours move. Come here, Lord Daddy. Yummy.
Oh, Lord. Welcome in, Jay. But yeah, I agree. Nothing wrong with the VR chat and mobile games. You know, my fault. My fault. I shouldn't have stopped. I should have just let the trailer play. We just gonna let the rest of the trailer play. Multiplayer mod, bomber, cyberpunk. I open myself up for that.
You just hear it in the back. It is.
Nah, he's just mashing the fucking button.
Yeah, he's just.
It is. Cutting it, Jakes, bro.
Bro, you're cutting at Jake's?
He's cutting it. Jakes? You're cutting it, bro. Bro, you're cutting it, Jakes.
But it's just cool. Like, it's simple but very effective. And there's even mods for the character models too.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Yo, I'm at Jake's. Where y'all at?
But yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys get the point. But yeah, I think stuff like this is important. And as small as this is, like this thing, well, I wouldn't say small because I don't want to diminish their work like that, right? I would say as it isn't as popular as big as some big AAA releases and stuff like that, but there's clearly a group of people who are passionate about the community, right?
J.Deep says, and speaking of third spaces, you visited two and I'm implementing a third for you to make seem like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Yo. But yeah, this game is dope. But yeah, your timing couldn't have been better, Nightmares. Your timing couldn't have been better. Jay's timing couldn't have been better. We're gonna play some Dying Light. We're gonna play some Dying Light before the Dying Light that is my sanity fully burns out. But yeah, I hope that was like interesting for you guys. I hope you guys are a little more informed. Like I said before, I try to cover some different things just to let you guys know what's going on in the industry. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. And there's always some stuff I miss just because if I tried to cover everything, we'd be here for at least like 2 more hours. Because there's just so much that happens. But let me pause this. Close that. Turn this on. I'm like closing so many different programs. All right. Now I have to activate the PS5. There we go. Cool. Oh, let me change the game category. But yeah, again, hope you guys are all doing well. I appreciate you guys popping in, hanging out. Really, really do appreciate that. It's Friday. We made it through the week. Console. Hey, yo. What you on? Let me make sure I spelled this correctly. I'm trying to do this with as minimal of a HUD as possible. So I think starting out, I won't be able to see my health. I won't be able to see like any other meters and stuff like that. Just kind of like the bare minimum to keep me going the game. I want to see like how playable this game is without a HUD because I like to be immersed in games like these. And you know we got to see like how dangerous night actually is. For those who aren't familiar with the story of the first game, you were initially playing as Kyle Crane, somebody who's been sent by like the military to hop in to where the actual virus and the outbreak happened because there are zombies in here, you know, hence the name. Because when everything turns nighttime, everything gets really weird. And you were sent to kind of like investigate what was going on, report back, and then just to find out you were the bigger part of a conspiracy where the government was trying to cover up what was really happening here and were threatening to nuke all the survivors. But instead of me giving you the manual recap, just to give you some context for the recap, I would say.
My name is Kyle Crane, and I survived the apocalypse. When the virus hit, I was a mercenary for hire, selling my skills to the highest bidder. An organization called the GRE dropped me into the quarantine city of Haran to recover a top-secret file from a rogue agent. Right after landing, I was attacked by a pack of infected, but a group of survivors saved me. The one who pulled me out was Jade. If it wasn't for her, and the others at the tower, I'd be just another undead freak wandering the streets. And then there was Spike. He was like a brother to me. Turned out Haran wasn't what the media was selling us. The GRE had dropped me into the middle of a nightmare. The virus had ripped through the city, turning people into monsters. But the biggest monster of all was Rice, a warlord who ruled the city with an iron fucking fist. He was the one who stole that secret file. Turns out the GRE weren't the humanitarian agency they pretended to be. They didn't want a cure. They wanted a weapon. I managed to stop them, but in the process, I lost everyone I cared about. And then, I escaped Haran and hid out in the countryside, where a strange cult had taken control. The Children of the Sun followed a religious leader they called the Mother.
He could not catch a break.
She changed me. Clinging to my last shred of humanity, I was hunted by the GRE for months, for years. Finally, they caught me, locked me in a cage like an animal. And then, the real horror began.
So yeah, that's essentially recapping the first game. This man could not catch a break. Everything that could have went wrong did, short of him dying. Car GPS system. Oh yeah, give me that immersive HUD, please. So if we're going survival, it's a balanced experience. Enemies pose a reasonable threat at the start. Actions of moderate stamina cost. XP is lost when you die. You need resources to properly maintain. Yeah, okay, yeah. This sounds about right. That sounds like Dying Light. Now people are giving this and Borderlands 4 the same compliments, I believe. Those compliments being that they're not their predecessors. So people are really happy that this game isn't Dying Light 2. And people are happy Borderlands 4 isn't Borderlands 3. Because for those who don't know, this is intended only originally to be an expansion for Dying Light 2. So it's made on Dying Light 2's engine, but the scale kept going and the scope kept increasing. So it turned into a full-fledged another game release. That's one of the reasons why it's only $60. Which is crazy to say that I'm saying it's only $60. When literally just like 2 years ago, that was the premium.
And I'm dying. How the hell did I get here? In 2014, a virus was devastating the city of Haran in Turkey, turning people into undead monsters. Wanting to help, I joined an organization called the GRE that claimed they could stop the spread and save the world. They lied. 99% of the global population was wiped out. Those left fought to survive every day, but infected known as volatiles owned the night. They were fast, relentless, and damn near impossible to kill. Miraculously, some of us discovered we had a form of immunity to the virus, but our fate was worse than the infected. We were hunted, captured, and subjected to brutal experiments. I've survived 13 years of this torture.
13?
But I can't take any more. I'm at peace with dying. But I swear, if I had the chance to do just one thing, I would kill the bastard who's behind all this.
Oh, this game is dark.
Vitals stable. Synaptic test on.
He tried to tap out.
Hurry! Help me, quick! Get him up! Damn, I can't get these cuffs open! Hold on! Okay, got it! On the ground, now! You too! Take him!
Did they forget how to fight back? What was the plan? This is the worst rescue I've ever seen in my life. What was the goal?
Yes. You want him out? It will be dangerous. If he finds out...
Same.
Yes, I'm in.
Like no weapons, no guns, nothing?
Almost there. Extraction complete. Stem cells ready. Proceed with subject Alpha. Status report now. Extraction complete, sir. We're just about to administer the serum to subject Alpha. I'll do that myself.
You're all gonna die.
He's delirious. He's running a fever. It's remarkable. His body keeps trying to fight it.
Jesus.
Rise and shine, Crane. How are you feeling? Not quite like yourself? Not surprising after what we've put you through. Though I must say, you've proven quite resilient. Too resilient. Stubborn. Rebellious. Which is why I'm writing you off. I found a new test subject, someone very promising. So I won't be needing you anymore. He's already more compliant and obedient than you ever were.
I'm gonna kill you.
After all these years, you still have some fight in you. It would be admirable if it wasn't so pathetic. Let's see what a double dose does to him. It could be lethal. If it kills him, so be it. A noble sacrifice for the greater good.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Not in this lifetime. Initiate the procedure. Notify me of any developments. Understood, sir.
I wonder how many times they've drugged this man. In 13 years?
Now, inject the serum.
I wonder if it's anybody from the first game they have locked up over there.
Damn it! He's waking up! Hold him still! Inject him, quickly!
Oh! Apparently that other subject did not work out the way they thought it did.
Wake up. Wake up, damn it.
What the hell?
Right? So that was a lie. Every time. You know this madly dangerous disease that's been known to make people act up and murder everybody around them? Yeah, let's do a couple experiments with that. What's the worst that could go wrong?
I've got the radio. Who is this?
My name's Olivia. I'm going to get you out of there. But you need to go. Now, while they're still distracted by that monster that broke free.
Who are you?
Don't worry about that. Just get moving. Go.
Oh, we're gonna be crawling on the floor for like 30 minutes.
The doors behind you are blocked, but I found another way.
Okay, well.
I'm listening.
There's a ventilation duct on the other side of the room, behind the bed.
I hope they let us stand up.
The vent will take you to the next room, and from there, to the hallway.
Please don't be any zombies in here. Oh yeah, this is just business as usual.
Just gotta keep moving.
Like, what was the goal of the research is what I'm trying to figure out. Were they trying to make super soldiers that were super obedient? It sounds like that's something they would do, right? That's like the most obvious thing. It's always super soldiers, man. Some type of bioweapon. That's what happens if you leave the government left alone to its own devices too long, man.
Where am I?
Now I'm crouching. Oh my god. Oh no, I'm still crawling.
The doors, they should be open.
What the hell happened here?
Where his arms go? Oh no, he has his arm.
Germans. A subject got loose and went on a rampage. Just keep moving forward.
Appreciate that, John. Thank you so much. Hope work doesn't drag too long for you.
The room on the left. Go inside. It's a storage room. On the shelf, you'll see some adrenaline. Inject yourself.
I don't even know where these needles have been. Where's he gonna inject it? He's gonna go. Oh, yep, I thought so.
My heart's pounding like a motherfucker.
All right.
What now?
Now, you need to get back to the main corridor.
I hear something hissing. I don't feel comfortable about this.
The doors aren't opening.
Housekeeping?
Hold on. Try them now.
Housekeeping? Oh no, nah, we don't need to be part of that. I see someone down the hallway enjoying a meal. Oh, the crouching is much faster in this game. A quick attack. We don't have to do this. You know what? Ooh. Oh my god. That felt good. Right. Felt like Mike Tyson for a second there, like the back. Right, Aruka? I was like, damn. Be surreal. Like, this has the same energy as like what Mike Tyson said he was gonna be doing to his opponents, bro. Hit him with a right, left, right, left. Oh, we got power attacks? I whiffed. Oh my god, the hitbox for that is actually a lot smaller than it looks. Jesus! I remember from the Boondocks where he's like, this chicken is cold. Oh my god. That one sound effect that's been on TikTok where he's like, "Fuck!"
Try squeezing through.
Oh no hickeys, please. I'm gonna take it, man. I can't do that. Look at his jaw. Look at his jaw. Oh my God, this game gets gory. Jesus.
Do you see the vent near the floor?
Oh yeah, we were able to make it through the door thanks to our snatched waist.
But how do you see it?
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
The camera in the corner. Keep moving. Use the ventilation.
Right. By the way, welcome to the stream. Is it pronounced Aruka? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Appreciate you popping in. What's up, Pebs? Appreciate you stopping by as well. Another vent? What is this, Metal Gear Solid? What a thrill of darkness and silence through the night. Oh, he's Blair Witching in the corner over here. What a thrill. Tell me whatever you want. Okay. Gotcha. All right. I thought the same thing, Dre, too, for a second there.
Now where am I?
Dang.
The main operating.
You know what's crazy?
The way out is on the other side.
I know scientists typically don't fight.
Infected. You're still weak.
A lot of them, you know, they got PhDs, they go to school, they study a lot. But even though you're in a highly secure facility, this facility is still full of zombies. I thought at least you would see one scientist carrying. Maybe one scientist who might have, like, if I was a scientist, I grew up watching too many comic books. If I'm working in here, might have tried to, you know, slip one of the serums they were giving Crane for myself to get those same levels of powers. That's just me, you know. That could come with horrible consequences. Like, there's one movie, I'm sure everyone in here is familiar with Spider-Man. There's one movie where a dude who really likes Spider-Man comics was actually working in security at a facility, and while his heart was in the right place, you can clearly tell some people were like better at security than others. Somebody broke in, they stole some stuff, did some things, and he felt powerless because he couldn't defend anyone. So he injects himself with one of the serums the scientists were working on. They were experimenting with spiders. So he's like, oh, okay. Spider-Man was bit by a spider. We're experimenting on spiders. I inject myself with the serum. I get Spider-Man powers. And he did. But he ended up mutating into more so man spider, where instead of like getting the super strength and other things like that, the Spidey sense, he became really ugly, grew some mandibles around the side of his jaw, got multiple eyes, and then if he shot webs, it was from his belly button. Just terrible stuff. Crazy movie, but like, yeah, probably would have happened here. So this game is essentially picking up from the first game, Aruka, or essentially you were someone who was dropped into an area that was going through a zombie apocalypse to get a file from a rogue agent. You were sent by an organization who was trying to secretly cover it up and act like they had no responsibility for what was happening there, and they wanted to just nuke all the evidence. So you, being there with the other survivors, got wind of this, of course, and tried to do what you could to stop it and show the other people what happened here, what was going on. Boom, the infection spreaded. So many other things happened, but to, I guess, kind of catch you up, this is like in one corner of the world where the main character from the first game was being experimented on for 13 years, and now we're here, breaking out of the facility we're being experimented on. But man spider is definitely nightmare fuel. You know, I'm not gonna sneak past these zombies. What's up with it? What's up with it?
Oh, shit.
Who else need that? That's an infected. Oh no! Get your hands off me! Back up, back up, back up. No jumping, no jumping. We running the ones. We running the ones. Oh my god, they want to bite me so bad. No. Let me just... Oh, look at the back of his skull. That's a rabbit punch I've ever seen one. He's just so mad. Dang. I ain't going out like that. This beginning still, yeah, this is literally like not even 30 minutes into the game. But yeah, it's kind of like, I wouldn't say pre the first game because it's a direct sequel. It's allegedly been marked as the Dying Light 2 we should have gotten. This was made in Dying Light 2's engine, but they kind of got away from that after Dying Light 2 didn't do so well financially, of course. This is originally only intended to be an expansion for those who don't know, but then the scope kept getting bigger, so it originally just turned into a whole new game, closer to Dying Light 1. Like, so far from what I'm hearing about Dying Light the Beast is that it's a fusion of the first and second game. For those who may be uninformed. Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of Dying Light 2. Like, of course, after the changes, it did get better, but if you're someone who just didn't like the core gameplay, it really just wasn't for me. I've heard good things about, oh my god, I've heard good things about the night so far though. I've heard the night here is a lot better. Spacing it with Punisher. Jesus, look at his skull! I will say so far, the reason I'm running the phase with so many different zombies is I want to see how different the combat feels. It feels a lot better. It's not as floaty. With Punisher's man knows ball, hey, you know, we're trying. Yo, Silk, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Panda Army. But yeah, Dead Island 2 I did enjoy. Like, for a game that was in development hell for more than a decade, hey, you know. Well,
all right.
Yeah.
Now things are going to get tricky.
Tricky how?
You're going to have to go through the storage hold.
Thank you so much.
It's where they keep the infected they use for research.
There's no other way around.
Sorry.
Yeah, I would say if this game does well enough, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a 3. 3 may be the game we're waiting on.
We'll go through section B, but be careful.
Why? What am I walking into?
Imagine a morgue where everything moves and wants to kill you.
You guys remember that horror movie Cabin in the Woods? This is what this reminds me of. Or like 13 Ghosts.
You use the cameras to see me, right?
Yes.
Was anyone else watching?
Maybe.
Oh, Dead Island 3. Gotcha.
Guess I better hurry.
But gotcha. Thank you again for dropping by, Jay. Hope those stakes turn out really well.
I guess this will have to do.
Oh yeah, they did confirm that. Time to lay some pipe, I guess. Oh, nope. He just didn't care. Okay. I think he was already locked into that. Look at his face. Look at his shoulder. Yeah, the gore system is a lot better here. It's definitely closer to what Dying Light 2 had. Is this safe for YouTube? Why did they think this was a good idea? And why did they need so many? And that's the thing that's always crazy about these situations. Like, I would have maybe 1 or 2 with the same amount of security, but to have this many rooms of this many different zombies and expect nothing to go wrong, like, who was in here? And what were they doing? Nice, fine, active gentleman here. These are not happy people.
Take the lift up. There's an evacuation tunnel.
Let me get through here. I'm over here sightseeing like I'm on vacation, like I wasn't just tortured for 13 years. I'm trying to sprint, but the game won't let me. I believe so. I believe in one of the endings for the following, like Kyle Crane either died or turned into a volatile.
I'm working on it. Damn it. Someone must have locked it. Wait, let me try the emergency override.
I think, if I remember correctly.
The elevator is coming.
Because the following was dealing with a cult amongst him, as well as him being hunted by the GRE. I beg your pardon?
All right. Come on.
Hey, yo! Open the door! Y'all not finna jump me. I just went into revenge like we're playing For Honor. Jesus! Oh my god! Nah, we really nah. I guess that's the beast mode the game was talking about. Oh my goodness!
What the?
Throw them boys up like cold peanut butter on bread.
What just happened to me?
The burn shaped you into something new.
Yeah, like you remember that movie Old Boy Nightmares? That's what that reminded me of. Or The Raid? That's what that reminded me of. Look at how many zombies are in this hallway. I definitely would have died. I didn't know if they were gonna like let me go through that or not. So what happened, Arica, is he was experimenting on for 13 years. In the first game, he was bitten by a zombie, and like in Dead Rising 2, if anybody else has played that, you had to periodically collect cures.
What the hell is this place?
Story-wise, you did, but in Dead Rising 2 only actually made a gameplay aspect of it.
And I was one of the test subjects.
Here, he had been experimented on as well as being infected, so now he's somewhere between human, beast, hence the title, Dying Like the Beast.
Someone doesn't want you to get away.
The Raid zombie edition, essentially. But it's been 13 years since the following expansion, yeah.
You're on your own now. You need to get out any way you can.
Shit.
This man was being tortured for 13 years. Could you imagine? Actually, I don't think anybody would want to imagine that. Never mind. It's kind of a strange thing to ask. But it's very fun so far. Like I could definitely see myself playing this long term because I really liked the first game. I made the mistake of buying the second game day one, and it was about as broken as you thought it would be. Big of a letdown as it could be. I hated it. But I won't say I hated it because it wasn't like fully 100% a bad game. I liked some of the ideas and concepts, but just the execution was not great. And then over time it did get better. By that point, I was done. I actually don't know if it's supposed to be before Dying Light 2 or after. Because originally, like, keep in mind, this was supposed to be just another expansion after the second game came out. Like, this was originally intended to be an expansion for the second game. So it's running off of Dying Light 2's engine, but I think they just retconned the endings for the expansion pack. I'm unsure, though. I'm unsure. I know for a fact it's after the following. Don't know for a fact if it's after 2 or before 2. But I guess we'll find out more about that, right?
Attention. Due to a security breach, lockdown protocols have been initiated.
Okay, I remember. I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget? A lot of vents early on. I wouldn't be surprised if this is before Dying Light 2 because they did have to retcon a lot. Like technically Crane is supposed to be either dead or a full-blown volatile. They didn't really leave us a lot of options there. And a lot of people really wanted him back. Like I don't think the main character in 2 was awful per se, but he just wasn't Kyle Crane.
Oh shit.
Oh, now I can sprint, thank you. It feels good to move around. The game does feel a lot more grounded and less floaty so far. Had to slide for style points there. Looks like we're gonna be playing through an revenge story though, which I'm not mad at all. How's the stream running for you guys so far? Is it pretty stable? Right. Drink tap water, drink tap water, drink tap water. Thank you, thank you. I've been like having a deal with so many different internet issues and part issues. Had to like re-optimize my OBS to make sure everything works. So thank you for that. I guess let me drink some water. All right, for anybody who may be unaware, we also do have a bunch of different commands.
Finally. Fuck.
$13 years though? Oh my god.
Hey, are you there? Do you copy?
Did you make it?
I'm outside, if that's what you mean.
Tell me what you see.
Trees, a trail, mountains. Where the hell am I?
Castor Woods, a small town in the Western Alps.
Are you shitting me? Europe?
I'll explain everything. But right now, you need to get to safety. The infected are everywhere.
So where do I go?
Downhill.
Like, it's kind of crazy to think about, right?
Reach the edge of the forest. You'll see an old monastery. I'll meet you there.
Wait, who are you? Why are you helping me? Hello? Hello? Great.
Right. Free at last, free at last. Do we have any shoes on? Okay, we do. All right, this is one of the games where the jump button is R1. I forgot this is a bumper jumper game. Which I used to love, like using the bumper jumper preset in Halo. It's something I initially didn't used to use, but then it's something I ended up getting used to. If I remember correctly, I don't know if bumper jumper in Halo is like left bumper instead of right bumper though. Right, like this man Kyle still has a nice beard and a clean fade. I gotta take a screenshot of this. This looks nice. Oh wait, no, I'm not on Steam. I forgot how to do it. Oh well. Oh, this is what he looks like. For a man that's been experimenting on for 13 years, you know, it could be a lot worse. What if I just jumped off right now? Oh yeah, you know what? It is the share button. Cool. Oh, there's... I guess they were just letting me admire the view. Let's not do this and say we did. That feels good. Oh, no, wait, no, he had loot on him. I didn't think that could happen. Let's see what you got on you. Alcohol, don't mind if I do. I actually don't drink, funnily enough. I wonder who was up here with them, because this seems like a nice view, all things considered. Like they must have came up here because it was beautiful and then got chowed down by one zombie. I'd be pissed if I came out here all the way up here for a nice view and then there's zombies here. Is there another path just in case? I want to see what else is back here. Game looks gorgeous right now. On the base PS5. Castlewood's Nature Reserve. You're definitely half right about that, Arica, because, yeah, I think this whole thing started because of government experiments in this game. I'm not 100% sure on the lore, though. I gotta brush up on my Dying Light lore again. But 99% of the time in a zombie movie, the government's responsible for it, though. Some way, shape, or form. Can we open these gates? No, okay. Or can I just hit it? No. Nice. Nope, nope, nope. Stay down, please. Oh my god! The way his head just exploded, that's pretty cool. A decoy. It's a good start though, going from a lab immediately to like the outdoors to see how open and lush the actual countryside is. I think this is a good call. Yeah, I know Dead Island 2 had something similar, and Dying Light 2 eventually did get an update regarding the gore. Normally it's not something I pay attention to like that as much. Nope. Nope. Oh, look at the way he flew. This is nice. I guess he was just waiting his turn. What a nice guy. Nothing to see here, sir. Hey, I couldn't charge it up in time. Stay right there. I'm telling you, Nightmares, I'm glad you know. I am a loot goblin. In everything but battle royales for the most part. Like, if we get into a gunfight, I'm there. But if we play an RPG like this, or action, oops. I hope no one heard that. We're playing a game like this. Yeah, I'm in the enemy's pockets. Like Red Dead Redemption 2, every time I got done with a big gunfight, I would get so sad because I had to spend like 10 minutes looting all the bodies because I wouldn't let anything go to waste.
I need to find another way in.
Come on, Crane, use your big strong man arms to get through the door. We're half zombie now. It's actually cool climbing so far. Just need to see what else is sticking out that we can actually climb on. Reminds me of how Assassin's Creed climbing went. It makes me miss games like Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge was actually a really nice game. Has some really cool climbing mechanics.
Hey, do you copy? Hello?
Sure, that's the locals making themselves at home.
Monastery.
I'm here.
Okay, good. I'm on my way. In the meantime, try to get the generator up and running.
Generator?
We need to get the power on and secure the building.
I guess this is good enough for a safe house. You're playing Baldur's Gate 3, my friend's waiting on me because you looted everything that's mounted to the floor. Hey, Baldur's Gate 3 is another game. I'm like, we just defeated this boss and you're not gonna loot him in his hands? No, 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 no. We can't have that. We can't have that. Okay, let me see if I can climb down without hurting my shins. Nope.
What the fuck is this thing?
It's crazy, right? Like she guiding us to a place she's not even at. To be fair though, there's many zombies in here. If you're not confidently taking down these zombies, she could have got bit. She could have died. Oh, it's dark. I will say this does kind of give me Resident Evil Village vibes though. He's not gonna fit through there, right? Oh no. Let's see how well the thorn knives work. Excuse me, sir. Can you stand right there? Thank you. Ooh.
Generator. Okay. One step at a time.
How many thorn knives does it take? 3? Okay. What if we just throw one in the head, right? Ooh. Oh, you're supposed to be dead. No. No biting. Taking everything I can get right now. Crazy because like me and my friends upon our first playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, we ended up getting everybody in like the main hub area killed because we were taking too long to get stuff done. And we didn't know every time you took a long rest, time would pass. And that means things happen. His brains! You're still alive? The top of his skull is missing. Back up. The top of his skull is missing. You know, I could probably be saving the durability of my weapons by just kicking them. I'm sorry, y'all. I like exploring. I like yapping, going around from place to place. Kind of going out of my way to not do the main objective at any point in time. So please bear with me. I like exploring the world and getting immersed. Stay down, please. That didn't work. Kyle, breathe. Oh, you know what? No. Oh, now you die? You hit the back of your head on the wood and you die? I hate him. Wait till I get the upgrade. Ooh, hold on. We got stealth. Oh, no. I expected to see a prompt or something. I did not get one. Nothing. He had nothing on him. No more locked doors. Maybe in a fantasy world where you can do anything about it. Yeah, like I always love games like that. Games that are very loose and like let their players explore and do things and get into trouble and figure it out for themselves. I really enjoy. I think that's what a lot of people like about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and games like Hell Is Us, because they throw you in. And while the game gives you a bit of a guide, you still, for the most part, are figuring it out for yourself and uniquely solving issues and coming up with different solutions. They don't just straight up hold your hand. They treat you like an adult. Oh, I definitely took a swing at him. Oh my God. Nothing. I'm assuming she's one of the scientists who were there while we were being tortured. I'm just gonna assume. Well, down you go. Imagine if he wouldn't have died and we just had zombies on the roof. But the amount of mod support they have for Baldur's Gate 3 is still insane to me. Who is that? Oh, that's literally a zombie. Oh, the objective is just getting the generator up and running and securing the premises. So that's kind of why I've been going around all throughout the building. I'm gonna actually go back towards the actual objective. I was just exploring. Like seeing what secrets I can find or anything else like that. Let me go down and do that. It's a big spot. Hope we bring back like a lot of different people. I think that's one thing a lot of these zombie games miss, is that aspect of building a community of hardened survivors. We just don't get to see a lot of that. Like State of Decay felt really good because of that. Okay, so I guess we just gotta go up. But a lot of other games kind of missed that mark. Hold on, can we move this? No? Okay. Still wouldn't consider this place safe because all these bodies are here. I would have moved the bodies outside first. And of course, in Dying Light, if you know Dying Light, we gotta have those UV lights up so those volatiles at night can't get us. But so far, this feels really good to play. Like, this already feels better than Dying Light 2 did. As good as 1, I gotta see how this night feels, but so far, so good. So to be fair, I think it's very hard to capture lightning in the bottle twice, because Dying Light 1 was something special. Greatest game on the planet? I won't say that, but it was really good for what it was.
Do you copy?
Is the site secure?
Yeah.
I'm almost there. I'll meet you at the top of the tower.
Ooh.
Crane? Wait, just wait.
Who the hell are you?
Olivia, I'm the one who's been talking to you.
What do you want from me?
I want to help you.
What do you want from me?
I want you to help me get away from this place.
Were you a prisoner too?
More like slave labor. But I wasn't there as long as you. I can't imagine what you've been through. At least now you're free.
No, not yet. Not until that fucker pays for what he did to me. All the years he took from me, all the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do!
But you're in no condition to go after him. And even if you could, you can't take him on alone. The Baron controls the entire valley. He has an army.
And I'll kill every fucking one of them if I have to.
All right then. I'll help you get your revenge. And you get me out of this place. But first, you need to get your health back. And I can help you with that. You need meds to rebuild your stamina. Then you'll need equipment.
Look at his eyes.
And allies.
Well, I'm sure that asshole's made plenty of enemies. Let's find him.
Not until you get your strength back. And for that, we need to find GSB.
What's that?
It's a biocatalyst that improves performance. We created it in the lab.
You want me to go back into that lab?
Of course not. We can harvest it from the monsters the Baron created. He was testing some in the wild, including one right near here. Speak of the devil. That Kyle should be a chimera.
What?
What did you call it?
GSB. Think of it as an energy booster.
And how do we get this booster out of it?
You're going to kill it. Once you do, I'll extract it using a special device that filters it from the blood.
And this is gonna make me stronger?
Boosters circulate in their blood and make them stronger. They should do the same for you.
Should? All right, but one step at a time. First, we'll take it down and then we'll see.
Right.
Right. This man's got a tail beast in his backyard. But I agree with you, Arca. Developers do struggle a lot with making NPCs in the world feel alive and just actually showing some character with them, I guess. I'm sorry? Some nailed it though. Like if you remember Assassin's Creed Unity where the screen was filled with NPCs, but none of them were doing anything and they were just kind of there. Oh, he's trying to spear me. Okay, okay, fighting game rules, right? We wait for him to whiff. He's minus. Oh, see, you got a little too greedy there. He did what's called a get up attack, right? Dodge too early. Right, so during his recovery phase, we're gonna hit him back up because you know he's mashing on wake up, right? Doing haymaker, so we're gonna hit him with that launch punish, right? Bet. We activated our install. So now we just tagging him up. He's drive rushing. Ah! Bet. I'm sorry, where these zombies come from? I like that if you dodge when you're low on stamina, your character just kind of collapses. My leg. Excuse me. Oh my god. That was White Wild Assault, man. You see the way he closed in distance? Our system works. We have to talk. I don't know if y'all even remember like the Berserker from Gears of War, because this also kind of reminds me of that as well. Oh god, please. No. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Yep. I couldn't regain my stamina. Like that whole entire time I was stuck being tired. I go 5S, Jesus. I keep pressing square to dodge for some reason. Thought I parried it for a second. Over here thinking I'm playing Sekiro or something. Okay. I keep thinking the dodge is gonna give me invincibility frames, but it does not do that. So we just gotta learn a little bit. This is an interesting boss fight though. We're just gonna let him run at me. He just decided to run at me. Please. Oh Lord. I was gonna say I'm over here getting body blocked. You hear it? Because we know the zombies are coming out soon. say, but that one I was able to dodge out the way perfectly fine. Definitely not blocking this. Okay, good to know. Hey, yo. Oh my God.
Olivia, I took it down.
Hey, yo, cameraman.
All right. Now I need to extract the GSB.
What's happening?
Kyle! Look at me! Kyle! Kyle! Come on. Come on.
Good Lord.
Kyle, it's okay. You're safe now.
Oh.
Oh shit. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm sorry.
That's the thing she had to inject him with. That's why we had to fight the boss.
I thought I'd lost you.
What the hell happened?
That last fight spiked your adrenaline. When it dropped, so did your heart rate. So I had to inject you with GSB.
You what?
You would have died otherwise.
So you just decided
to save your life. Yes.
Fine. I do feel better.
It boosted your immune system and sped up healing. Every chimera has a different GSB, so each one will boost you in a different way.
Oh, we have dialogue options?
What do you mean each chimera has a different form of GSB?
Each variant of GSB alters the chimera's genetic structure in a unique way.
So I need to hunt down more of them?
Yes. Each variant will affect you differently, making you stronger, faster, and more resilient. But GSB hasn't been used on someone like you. So we don't know what the long-term side effects might be.
Well, if it makes me strong enough to take on the Baron, that's all that matters. For now, let's just focus on finding allies.
Are you feeling well enough for that?
I'm gonna have to be.
Okay, well, when you're feeling up to it, come talk to me. I put out some clean clothes for you. We have a lot to do.
Oh, we got a beast skill. Oh, we have a skill tree. Killing chimeras allows Kyle to inject himself with their DNA and unleash new beast powers. Killing the Reaper granted you 1 beast point. Over to charge, smash, skill, and hold X to unlock it. Oof. Literally Hulk smashing. As many people say, like, they kind of just skip through Dying Light 1 story. I'm actually someone who gets really like hooked into a story if it's good or if it's like, you know, serviceable. I try to buy into what the game is getting me to buy into. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't at all, but here it seems to be good so far. But at some point, apparently Kyle will be able to control his beast mode. Definitely want that drop kick as soon as possible. Oh, we get to see all his skills. Okay, so there's just a giant skill tree he has. And I like that this one is still multiplayer. It's not crossplay though, which is like I guess like I'm still surprised we're still doing this with games. We're not automatically making most things crossplay. It's crazy to me.
Need something?
Oh, we have armor. Oh, don't put that in stash. Put it on. Hey, yo, why does this remind me of Alex Mercer from Prototype? Speaking of, I would love a new Prototype game. Or like a remaster of the first two. For modern consoles and hardware. That would be nice. Oh, there's like a bit of a transmog system, so we can actually change which clothes we're wearing while keeping the actual gear. That's cool. I always like it when games implement that. Ooh, a hunting bow. Can I use this table yet? No? Okay, it's a blueprint for a hunting bow. Alright. My mistake. All right, again, my mistake, I guess. Oh, so we do have to talk to her again.
I gathered some supplies. Take a look. You might find something useful.
Right. The workbench allows you to upgrade your weapons, craft items. Yep. Okay, so we can find more loot and materials in dark zones. Those came back from the second game. I'll do like 3 extra of these. Like a lockpick or 2. I want 10. What do we get weapons wise? Okay, so we need some more stuff for the hunting bow.
Getting the hang of it. You need to scavenge and loot anything you can. That's how you'll survive. You can then take what you find and craft it into weapons or tools that might just save your life.
I guess she's informing us in case some people coming in who haven't played the Dying Light franchise before. We gotta talk to her again? Oops.
I'm ready. What can you tell me about the Baron?
His name is Marius Fisher. He's a narcissistic sociopath, but also kind of a genius. Before the outbreak, his family owned a biotechnology company, a big one. And he's using it to turn the virus into something even more dangerous.
Why?
Power. Whoever controls the virus controls the future. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Just know you're not the only one. He's kidnapped hundreds.
So where can I find him?
At his family estate. Basically a fortress protected by a private army.
Hell, I don't care how high his walls are or how big his army is. I'm gonna find him, and I'm gonna fucking kill him.
We have to be smart about this. Take it step by step. While I try and locate other chimeras, you need to gather allies.
How the hell do I do that?
There's a small town not far from here. There might be some survivors there. Also, I noticed some smoke. Could be a campfire. Probably worth a look. I'll mark it on your map. Take this device. Use it only when you encounter a new chimera. Extracting a booster from the same variant is a waste of time.
How many chimeras will I need to kill?
Every new strain will make you stronger and enhance your abilities. But it's up to you. Stop when you feel strong enough.
Okay.
It extracts 2 samples. A clean booster injection for you, and a blood sample for me. By studying those strains, I hope to discover what makes each variant unique and what the Baron is trying to achieve.
Interesting. Get a new skill. Definitely getting the drop kick first and foremost. And then we're probably gonna get that stealth one next. Learn how to craft a flamethrower. Grenades. Mm-hmm. So we got quite a few things to do. All the bodies are gone, which is nice. I can't go through the front door? Okay. Well, I could either go through here or... Guess we're just gonna go out here this way then. Nice looking area too.
Knowing how to craft tools and weapons is just as important as fight. There are useful pieces and parts everywhere.
Well, let me just... What was that ability? R2? Hey, yo! Oh my god!
Knowing how to craft tools and weapons is just as important as knowing how to fight. There are useful pieces and parts everywhere. Master the art of crafting, and you'll master the art of survival.
Yeah, I know this part.
Wait. There we go. Had to remember how to drop kick enemies for a second there. Oh, so again, we have limited repairs of different items. I'm usually not too picky about items in the early game. I'm used to just like picking stuff up and hitting people over the head, so that's fine. Still so good. Oh man. And they actually react to being drop kicked. So good, man. I just need them to come up here with me. Ow, my knees. There we go. Let me stop. I just want to drop kick zombies all day. Like, that's a good sign. Do I have to sprint and do it? Oh no, you can just jump and do it now. You used to have to sprint and do it. Oh my god! That man's legs don't work anymore. I knew y'all had something on y'all. Let me see what else is around here, yeah? Wonder how much stamina that actually uses. Gotta be a lot. Jesus. Ooh, no. Oh, that's just something you can do automatically now? You don't have to... Oh, it's over. There used to be a skill point you have to get. So now if a zombie tries to lunge at you, you could just do that instead. I'm sorry, I'm just getting lost a little bit in the combat, trying to see what all the game lets me get away with. It's just so funny. Did he just die? All right, that's enough of that. Let me actually go towards the objective. Gotta scan for it again. There we go. Can I throw weapons or do I have to unlock it again? It looks like it. I think this is closer, maybe? Oh, excuse me. Oh. Oh, am I wall running? What's happening? How's he gonna get over here? Oh. I don't know what they expected. I have to wait for a second. The other zombie disappeared. That's actually kind of horrifying. Oh! All right. Cool. Oh, this water's so nasty. And that man just got a mouthful of it.
Olivia, lots of biters out here.
They're slow, but in large numbers they can be dangerous. Keep your distance so they don't swarm you.
I think I'll be just fine. Hey, yo, he's just swinging now. I wonder what we're looking for exactly here. Oh, we can now manually ignite these? Oh. Not my brightest idea, I must admit. I need a roof. There we go. Oh, well, he gone. Back up we go. Oh my god. Is he still alive? I think so. I don't know where his body went. I'm scared. Oh, please. It just doesn't get old. It just does not get old. Oh. His arm. His arm. Well, his arm, he was already missing one. Oh. Give me that. Oh my god. Please tell me that's it. Yeah, they just shouldn't have been out here. What the? Why are there so many of you? A little bit of lens flare going on there. No. It's kind of weird judging the distance for that. Sometimes I'll get it early, sometimes I won't. A lot of scraps though early on. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in the town she wants me to see. Right now, this man, it feels really good. The reason why I'm picking so many fights is I just want to double check and see how the combat feels for real, for real. Because early on in Dying Light games, you know, you have a low stamina. You probably can't do too much combat wise, but you'll have the foundation in your... the idea of the game's foundation for what they want to do and how actually weighted the combat will feel. Feels really good so far. This place must have been very nice before all these zombies got here. Like, this looks dope. Early on, I can't stomp out zombies the way I want. I think I was just in here. Wait, no, this is another one. Good night, nighttime is approaching. Let me get a move on. Is there anything else to see here? Nice to see that the UV light actually affects them now. Oh, you can use throwing knives to get zombies off you immediately. Nice to see Resident Evil inspiring other people still. Oh, one of these must be a safe zone. Ow. I hear zombies, but I don't see zombies. And that's a lot scarier. Oh, you're still alive? Stop that. Can you still drown zombies? It's completely gone. I don't know where it went. Oh, here it is. Apparently. I wouldn't want to eat any of these fish, man. I think one of these is a safe house. Let me get up to the roof, see if there's an opening here.
Mayday! 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 We're under attack at the town hall! Something get in and we can't...
Olivia, you hear that?
The town hall. It's in the city center. Sounds like there are survivors there.
Forgot this game did that.
Good luck.
Walked in, there's just a zombie waiting, bro. That wasn't very nice. You don't have to do this. Nice. Feathers? Why is the zombie carrying around feathers? I assume maybe she used to be a hunter, if anything. Alright, yeah, there's somebody whose life is on the line. We should probably go help them. Just having too much fun. I could have sworn there was a safe house nearby, though. I think that's what the game was trying to tell me anyway. Excuse me. Is there a map? Oh, yeah. The little tower I was just at. Let me repair my weapon. I want to dismantle the pipe. Repair the hammer and repair the shovel. She had jewelry on her? Okay. So far, I'm really enjoying the combat, I have to say. I think a lot of people were worried it wasn't going to be as good. Ladder down. Fire arrows, nice. Alright, now I said use the binocular to discover like areas of opportunity, right? Hold on. I just wish turning them wasn't so slow. There's the UV light. Oh, I was looking for the slide button, not the let go button. Oh, can we drive this? Ooh. Excuse me. Oh, that's bad. That's water, that's water. Do we have a road? Okay, we're getting closer to it. Here we go. No, get off my car. I just got this thing. Thank you. Oh, wrong way. But that didn't last long. Get away from me. Oh my goodness. Unfortunate. Well, we had a car for 2 seconds. Excuse me. Let's get to this town hall. Oh god, that means nighttime's coming soon. I don't like this.
To survive out in the open, you need to take advantage of the terrain. Most fighters can't climb, so getting up high can be a good strategy. Stay to the rooftops and move through tight spaces to keep them from following you.
Oh, let me in. Okay. That wasn't a good idea. Oh, this is how you do it? Guess he was surprised that caught him. Over here picking these corners like we're in Siege now. I just don't know how I feel about a spot like this. Like, how does your wall collapse like that into the elements? Oh god, so the volatiles are just out now? Excuse me. That's not good. I should have done this way earlier. Oh! I fell off the roof. Dear Lord. They spawned me all the way back over here? You know, we're not scared. We're not scared. This is fun. Perfectly fine. Oh! Chase started. No! Oh, he's on my bumper. He's on my bumper. He's on my bumper. Oh my god. I need some stamina. They're beating my back in. Please. Oh my god. My god. I don't know if I have the stamina for this. Yeah, because like it's super early too. But I want to get an idea how bad or how good the nights are. Did I get any anything for that really? A grenade, Molotov. I just don't know if any of that's worth it right now. I forgot time just goes. I'm thinking like they're just not gonna turn night into a certain part in the story. Nah, they just said welcome to night. Look at him, he's outside my house. Look at him just waiting. He's not even leaving. He knows I can't do anything about it for real. And there's another one over there. Oh my god, they're congregating. You hear the noises they're making, man? Why would he climb over that? What is happening? What just happened? I just phased through the ladder? Oh my god. Please climb back up the ladder. Thank you. They are right here on me. Goodness gracious, I think we'll just wait until morning. I don't even have the ability to like outrun them in a chase. That's horrifying. Yeah, like, nah. Well, them outside waiting to shake me down like that, I'm good. I'm good. But night is indeed scary again. Because it's borderline pitch black. I couldn't see anything. And as it should be. Excuse me. I just want to do this, see how the physics are on this explosion. Oh! Is he not gonna explode? What's he on fire for then? There it is. Don't want to go in the house just in case I get ambushed. There we go. The rooftops are a little more intricate this time around. It's an armored zombie. Whoa. Are these volatiles in here? Oh, this is a dark zone. Must be, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta get it. Oh, no. I didn't know. Like, I saw one of the zombies in there. His eyes were glowing red. I was completely unaware. No, to be fair, I should have assumed something like that is just too good to be true. All right, let me just go. I've died like 3 times trying to reach this spot. Let me just go directly there. It's not worth it. And it's not even that far. Wait, do we? I need to confirm. Do we have wall running? We do. So it looks like if you hold the jump button while running to the sides, you will wall run for a little bit. I was gonna say, oh. Knew there was at least one more. I missed? I want to get in that pharmacy, but that's gonna have to wait. Oh, excuse me. First try.
What the hell happened here?
Ooh, we got guns this early in the game? That's not a good sign. Oh, you. What if he stands up? Can I choke him out? Nope. Why he die like that? All right. Cool. So you just gotta go up and press square.
Get in! Close the door! Too many of them!
Oh, whoops. Well, that door's locked. He said gets in and close the door, so that means one of these doors are open, but... Oh, whoops. Let me ignite this bad boy first. Merry Christmas. What the axe that's on the ground? Excuse me. Did nothing. You're still alive? I was supposed to hit him, not go right past him. That is just tragic. Oh! Oh, I almost died. I'm sorry. But we just fought a boss.
Fuck, here we go.
Crane? I kind of want to save the bullets. is there another one? Please. Oh my god. I didn't even get a chance to dodge, really. Does this affect them at all? Nah, I didn't think so. Why is this way easier than the last boss? I guess there's a reason why this one is a defect. Somehow, some way I dodged that. We had no bullets.
Olivia, I'm at the town hall. I killed another chimera.
A chimera? There?
Yeah. It stormed right into the hub.
What's the situation now?
A few dead. Most of them the Baron's men.
What were they doing there?
No idea.
All right. Time to extract the GSP and get my blood sample.
Okay.
You want to inject it while it's fresh. Are you sure you still want to do this? We can always take it slow and see how fast you recover without it.
No, fuck that. If this is what I need to do to take that bastard down, so be it.
Oh, here we go. I don't know if this is how they made gamer subs.
Hey, open up. It's all clear out here.
It's gonna be another zombie behind this door.
The guy who just saved your collective asses.
Are you with the Baron?
I'm not with anyone.
What do you want?
I want you to open the damn door.
Let's just see who it is. Jacob, no!
Jeez, not too trusting, are we?
Which is why we're still alive.
Thank you, stranger. We appreciate the help, but I'm afraid all you did was delay the inevitable. We were attacked by a beast, unlike anything we've ever encountered. It destroyed all our defenses.
The UV lights don't work?
Not since the backup system went down.
Our sheriff set out to restore it, but that was quite a while ago.
That means he's dead.
Where you go?
She was headed for the tower.
Oh, I'm sorry. That means she's dead.
Alive, maybe I can help her. Stay here.
Nice. I like the thought of throwing things at people. Why not, right?
Olivia, do you copy? I made it to the town hall. A lot of people here.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna help get the power back on here.
Winning up tonight. That's exactly what you need to do.
Was that all? Thought I had to kill monsters, too.
Sorry, I had to order something. But yeah, so far I'm saying this game is an improvement over Dying Light 2 in pretty much every way. I'm really enjoying this one. I'm sorry, did you just fall off from the top? The drop kick's never gonna get old. Doesn't matter which Dying Light it is. I always say this dropkick is one of the best additions they could have added to any zombie game. So good they even had to put it in Dead Island 2. Oh, were you bitten?
I'm looking for the sheriff.
She's up top, but this biter broke the damn ladder.
I'll manage. You okay here?
Oh yeah, great. Yeah. You're going to need this a lot more than me.
Oh wait, we gotta actually climb. Sheesh. Maybe from here to here? Definitely not working. Okay. Some of the animations are a little awkward though. Oh, forgot, cannot jump that far. I'm trying to map out a route in my head. What? So like we have that, and then we go there, and I'm assuming we need to go up there somehow, but I'm not seeing how I can back up enough to get up there. There's this right here, then we somehow need to get up there. And the ladder's broken, so we can't use that. Oy vey. Unless, can we grab onto this? Okay, we can. Oh.
Hands where I can see him.
Whoa, 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 hold it. I'm a good guy.
Prove it.
The name's Kyle. Your friend sent me. I'm here to help.
And what if I don't believe you?
Well, you could shoot me, but then I wouldn't be able to help you.
Can't afford to waste the ammo.
Does that mean you want my help?
I could use a hand. I need to get the backup system working.
You want me to climb down there and reset the power?
If you do, I'll cover you.
Deal. Just promise not to shoot me.
Storming and raining. I wonder if this is actually gonna have like an impact to the gameplay at all. No. Oh my god. Excuse me. He thought I didn't know. Thank goodness I made some lockpicks. Oh, that's one less lockpick. Please, just give it to me.
Shit, now what?
That can be good.
Shredded the cables.
Oh. Wait, what? Okay, so I'm assuming we have to go and take this cable to another spot. Go boxes for the cable. Oh, so that, okay, I'm saying now. That's me carrying the cable, okay. Oh! Oh my goodness. Oh, she's shooting them from up top. Very nice. These are solar panels. Thank you for that, Arca. Over here trying to figure out where to take this other cable to. Well, obviously it can't be all the way out here, right? Let me release the cable and come back again. Okay, so it's gotta be somewhere near. It's definitely not gonna be in here, I don't think. And definitely not down there. Oh, we've completely lost it. Lord. How are we looking? I'm trying to see where this cave is at. Not cave, this cable box. I need to find where to hook up this other cable. But besides, oh, okay, I see. Besides that, though, I'm probably gonna do this and then eventually end up heading out. Just so I'm not live too long. It's gotta be one of you, right? No? Oh yeah, it's very fun. Very fun. I'm having a really good time with it. I'd say if you're a fan of Dying Light, this would probably be worth giving a shot at the very least. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. But yeah, the parkour mechanics and everything pretty much staple of the series. Being able to drop kick zombies. It's nothing groundbreaking, but what it does well so far at least. Okay, so wait, maybe up here? Oh, okay. I'm assuming I gotta go through the vent, bring it up all the way up here. Yeah, if you were gonna play a game like this, Jay, I'd say you wouldn't want to touch this unless you have multiplayer. Because I'm playing on PlayStation. I don't know anybody else who has this on PlayStation, but if you get a group of people to play this together on PC, yeah. Do that. I'm assuming I have to go up here, right? It just makes the most sense. I can't say why. Oh, but it just does. Am I slipping? I was just on top of that. It's like on certain angles he'll have it like fully in his hands, and on other angles it's like he'll just drop. Right through here. Okay. So where do we go from here? Let me cut back.
Plug it in over there.
Okay.
Imagine if it just barely didn't reach.
That's it. You did it. That should keep him away. Kyle, was it?
Yeah.
I'm Florence.
Now, you're not from around here, are you, Florence?
I'm from Texas originally. My husband was an MP, stationed in Stuttgart when the shit hit the fan.
Is that why they call you the sheriff?
That and the fact that I kick butt. Come on. We better get back to my people.
I'm enjoying it. The physics, the graphics, the gameplay. It seems like a solid game. I can see why a lot of people were giving this 8s.
Help.
No problem.
I'm guessing this ain't your first rodeo?
No, ma'am.
Good thing you heard our distress call.
Right, Florence? Not what I expected. Guess that's why they tried to say she was from Texas or like Utah or something.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, Sheriff. I let you down.
You didn't know such thing.
It's a fresh bite. We just need some antizin and we can...
Antizin. We haven't seen any of that in years.
But we have UV, shrooms,
and hopes and prayers and positive vibes. Like any of that shit works. Sheriff, I just want you to know, it's been an honor.
Wait!
Yeah, he has been locked up for 13 years.
Why the hell would he do that?
To keep us safe. I'm going to need some volunteers to prepare him for burial.
He's not gonna be in Rush. Funnily enough, I just saw clips of Rush Hour bloopers today.
We're too many good people, Sheriff. Death or exile can't be our only two options. There has to be another way.
I wish there was, Jacob, but there isn't.
I know you think you're protecting us, but...
That's right. I'm protecting us. Once you're bitten, that's it.
No, that's not true. With proper treatment, he...
What treatment? From where? We're alone out here. Look, Kyle, I appreciate your help, but we have rules, and everyone here abides by them. If I was the one bitten, I would have done the same thing.
Are you two finished? Because we don't have time for this shit. We're not safe here. Not with that monster out there.
Rangers, I want sentries posted. And extra guards on the generators. We're sitting ducks if those UV lights go out again.
I'm not sure that's enough. That thing is more dangerous than anything we've seen before.
Even more than a defect outside?
Comes back? What do you mean? I already killed it.
You didn't kill the beast. You killed a different monster.
There's another one?
When I was up in the tower, I saw it take off across the rooftops. If we're lucky, maybe it'll move on.
Luck isn't something we've been blessed with lately.
All this talk isn't making us any safer. Let's just do what needs to be done.
I do like how dark the game feels. How hopeless the situation is.
My room's upstairs. I have something I'd like to talk to you about.
The fact that Antizen isn't an answer anymore. The fact that this man's been gone for 13 years and that these people like seem to be trying to do what they need to do.
Another attack like that and we're all as good as dead. Needed to stand a chance. Even the sheriff's people weren't able to protect us.
Cordyceps, oh no. You can now mod weapons. Oh, we got a toxic mod. Why is a toxic mod one of the first mods you always get? That and the shock mods. Maximum left right obesity. Hey, you know. I want to keep playing this game even though I have to work within like the next hour or two, which is a good sign.
You're not going to be the one doing the cleaning, right? Here I am, pulling this asshole's brain out of the fucking joints.
Spare me.
Egoists should take a rope and go outside instead.
Put yourself in his shoes, though.
His shoes? He literally put me on his friggin' brain.
Hey, yo. But I'd say, so far, the first impression of Dying Light the Beast. Ooh. I don't know why I did that. But first impression of Dying Light the Beast so far is, I think it's a pretty good game. Like, the bones, the foundation of what made Dying Light 1 are great here, but you can tell it's running on Dying Light 2's engine. For me, it's not really holding it back any so far. The combat feels great. The story, you know, give or take, most people don't play zombie games for the story, they play for the gameplay. This isn't going to be like your Last of Us or anything revolutionary, nothing super crazy. It's a revenge story at its core. Somebody tortured you and experimented on you. Now everything you're doing is in the hopes of getting back to that man and killing him for what he did to you. This lady staring at us, who is she? Oh, that's the Ghost of Yote wallpaper. I have like, this is another monitor, so it's a bunch of different engines and stuff running on here too. I imagine that's a little horrifying, yeah. But it's dope. It's dope. I really enjoy it. I unfortunately probably won't be playing this with multiplayer in mind, but the performance on PlayStation has been nice. It's been fun. So far, I'm excited to play it again. Like, Night is horrifying. Night is horrifying. CJ jump such so long. Oof, Wolf, the internet has ruined you. But welcome in. We're actually just about to end the stream. I've been having fun with this game. I'm more than likely going to be streaming it Monday as well. I've been having fun with it. So that'll be cool. So definitely looking forward to that. And, you know, more mental health discussions, more gaming news. But I'll probably be playing that and then switching Tekken like Fridays or other games as well. Because there's another game I picked up recently that I want to play. So I'll probably be taking just a swift break from Tekken, so I don't end up driving myself crazy. Let me throw on some music here to play in the background for you guys, so we're not just sitting here listening to our thoughts and feelings. But hope the quality's been better. I've actually worked on some stuff in the background for OBS so that the game looked a little better. Everything looked a little more crisp, a little sharper. I think I switched to 1080p today instead of 936p just to see how it would work and how it would look. And I'm happy that things did not explode, because sometimes things do explode and they are not the best. So it seems like things went really well today. Hopefully when Monday comes around and Wednesday, Friday next week, that'll be cool too. But yeah, if anybody else happens to pick it up on PlayStation, let a brother know. But thank you all again for your time, for hanging out with me, spending the day with me. It's Friday, so I hope you guys got through your weeks all well. If you're at work with a boss you hate, hope your boss wasn't on your back too much. If you enjoy the job, but the job drags a little bit longer than it should, hope it goes by quickly today, or I hope it went by quickly today. But Wolf, thank you. Jay, thank you. Not crossplay in this day and age, right? Borderlands 4 is crossplay though, so, you know, we have that. But Arika, thank you for hanging out, coming through, following. Silk, thank you as well. Nightmares, thank you for coming through. Jay, of course, so you being your natural charismatic self. Wolf, Rayvon, Dre, Nightmares, if I haven't thanked you already. Nia was here earlier. I hope he's feeling better. Who else am I missing? Pebs as well. John. Anybody else who happens to be in the background but just, you know, didn't feel like speaking. Hey, either way, I appreciate you guys being here. Never too humble to thank, well, never too arrogant to thank anybody, I should say. Always got to thank everybody for coming through, man, because I appreciate all you guys. It's a lot more resource intensive than we think. Yeah, that is true, but in this day and age, like, I'd understand if it was like more so of an indie-based company or somebody who didn't have access to a lot of different resources. But, you know, it's not super deal-breaking for me. I just got here. You know, another time, Wolf, another time. Hopefully, in the future, if I'm able to get a new job, or when I would get a new job, I should say, I'll have a different schedule. And instead of me streaming it like around this time, I'll stream like after I get off of work in the future, instead of me having to stream before I go into work. So we're working on it. I'll let you guys know how that goes. Give you guys any updates if necessary. But with that all being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and or night. You're all wonderful people. Let me see what we're actually going to be raiding before I actually just end the stream and like try to blindly raid somebody. Ban permanently is crazy. Let me see who's currently active right now. Oh, speaking of Peb, she's playing Dead by Daylight, so let's raid her. One of the people who's actually been positive playing that game. So if you guys could go through, show her some love. She's another black streamer. She's really bubbly, really cool people, really dope, very friendly. So if y'all could show her some love, would highly appreciate that. One of the people on the platform who actually has a good head on her shoulders. So if y'all go through, show her some love, would highly appreciate that. But yeah, I'll catch you guys Monday. See you then.